Hey everyone, it's Shoayb and welcome to the live update of Crypto Affairs. I hope I'm audible to you. It's 23rd of May, 9 p.m. local time, and we're gonna be having a discussion on what's just happening in Bitcoin, how the outlook is looking, and I'm just gonna give you a quick go through what just happened before. So before we started, like and subscribe this video and support this free content, so it will gonna keep us motivated at the end of the day. All right, so let me go full screen here. Okay, so we had this rejection. We played out here at 27,400 level, and it was not a coincidence though. I'm just gonna open my setup and I'm gonna show my daily resistance, which I already showed you in the last video, that this daily is gonna be playing out at 27,409, and it just played like a charm. So that's what's been happening. It's played out, but it's not absorbed yet, but still it was a short resistance. You can say it was not that much uh, consistent with the volume, so I'm gonna remove this one because it's already played out. All right, so earlier than that, we had our retesting zone tapped on the upper side, and then we started to make the moves towards this volumetric wide zone, like this entire zone. And let's talk about some LTF situation here. After tapping this retesting zone here, we were moving up because we were talking about this range of this high and this low. The high was at 27,200 and the low was at 26,500. So that was a $600-700 of range developed here. And as soon as we tapped here, I already told you in the last video that we're gonna be making some good green candles moving towards this upper VVZ, the volumetric wide zone. If you're not familiar with it, do make sure to watch the video already uploaded in my channel about the volumetric wide zone. So I think it's not surprising what just happened here, and the retesting zone sooner or later by this week will be at around 2788. We're gonna be tapping this range again. I'm just analyzing it on index, but I'm gonna give you the level here also. I'm talking about this earlier, 27077 level. It's gonna be being tapped later in a day or two, because we are still in this range. You can see this bottom of 26700 and this top of 27500. We are still keep bouncing from 0.05 level, but it is still not being tapped here. So we're gonna be coming back and grabbing the liquidity before making our next move. So that's what's happening in the LTF. A lot of people been asking me what's the thing about the 25k which I posted in my Telegram group. I'm gonna be touching that topic again. I'm removing this fib. It's not really for me. Sorry for that. If you look at the daily chart here, and just by looking at the wicks, you grab this wick here from the downside. All right, and even if you consider this top or this top, it doesn't matter, but we're gonna be talking about this wick. So let's draw the 0.5 levels of Fibonacci here. If you consider this one, we are still moving in a sideways. We are not tapping anything below or above than that, so it's not gonna be giving you that quick clear insight of it. But if you move your upper side range here, so now you can see how these levels literally are being tested. The level of 0.5, which is at 26,700. So what I mean by that, we were tapping the upper range. The liquidity on this entire side is being grabbed here. We were here for like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 days, 13 if you count this one because it closed above than that. So it's like almost half a month we were hovering literally here and grabbing all this liquidity. And a lot of people been aiming towards going upside. Everybody was like, okay, we just tap the 26 300 400 level. Now it's time to go up and whatsoever. But what I mean to show you is, if you play this range from this top to this bottom or continuation of the volumetric zones, there's a huge gap below than that. So I think I won't be surprised if we tap this levels, hits all these stop losses of the longs at this zone, and then moving up after that. So it won't be surprising for me, and that's why be aware of that. It's going to be playing out sooner or later, and the level is at 25,800 levels. All right, so be aware of that. Coming back to the 3 hourly chart here, I'm gonna talk about Ethereum at the moment. Ethereum is trying to create the bullish momentum so far, but not reaching to this BOS level, because above than that will be bullish. Until then, it's just the fake outs, the false moves. So the BOS level is still lies at 1879, pretty clear. There's shouldn't be any confusion for you guys. It will be bullish once it closes above any three 4 3 hourly candles, or is spending half a day above than that, it will be bullish, and it will be tapping around mid 1900 and possibly the 2000 levels. But until then, we are pretty sideways and slightly bearish under this BOS. So let's move towards the dollar here. I think Mustafa posted the chart here already on his Twitter. If you're not following him, do make sure to follow him. Pretty neat setups. So we are looking at the bullish momentum. Okay, I'm gonna be coming back to queries. Okay, so US dollar is showing you the impulsive moves here. The first move retraced, the second retrace, third slight retrace, fourth then retracement, and now this one. So this is not a bullish impulse, this entire one, because we are still rejecting from this level until unless we break this structure of zero and then move up. But as soon as we are below than that, we are making a slight harmonic, and we can come back to this level of 102. This will also give gold and other pairs room to breathe. So that's what's happening in dollar index itself, and just by the confluence of it, I didn't post it any chart today. In mentoring launch, I gave like 2 short trades of gold as well as Euro USD yesterday, but not today, because I was pretty adamant that there will be a false move, and there is already a dropping from the daily open of 1971 and then going back to 1954 and then suddenly moving up. So if you look at the sessions, it's just all just happen in New York. The reversal majorly happen in New York session. So that's why I was having some doubts about it, and even if there's a 1% chance, I take it as an absolute certainty. So the volume was pretty much dying out. You can see in these candles, and then sharp drop, sideways, sharp drop, and then moving up, retracing all the way. All right, so I'm gonna be posting the chart of gold sooner, so don't worry about that. I'm just waiting for its day close, and then I'll be having a clear picture where it's headed next. So it was just the uncertainty, because even if you give the analysis at this point, like, okay, the gold is going towards 1973 and whatsoever, but this move is going to be reacting people. So that's why I pretty much held back today. All right, now coming back to Euro USD. Euro USD analysis, if possible, with the help of curve tool from TradingView in 15 minutes time frame. Well, that's one hell of a request though. Okay, instead of 15 minutes, let's look on a 4-hour chart here. All right, I'm gonna close the session breaks and see what's happening here. There's a support of 1.07622. We are bouncing from it, and it's gonna be closing at this level, you know, in 51 minutes, this candle, and I think we are pretty much clear that it will gonna be tapping these levels again at around here 1.0774. I need more data. I'm just switching back to 15-minute chart here. We'll be tapping this zone again at around 1.0779. Yes, so that's gonna be happening here because it's still untapped here. The major support at 4-hour chart, so I don't need any tool though. It just making a huge curve. We had our change of character, and then it's coming back down, stabilizing, and then moving up. So it's gonna be bullish, but let it settle a bit here. So I think I'll pretty much wait for a day closure. For I need another 4-hour candle and some data to analyze it. Okay. Mr. A is asking, will BTC touch 28k? Yes, it will gonna be touching 28k, but you need some liquidity, you need some fuel in these levels. And just talking about that, BTC start to drop. Just we were discussing that it will gonna be coming back here. Well, that's how it is. All right, so please do technical analysis of ANT. Okay. I'm in a pretty bad shape today though. I was having a really severe migraine. I decided to take a day off, but really can't sit there. Okay, so and is moving towards the resistance, which is lying at here, right? This is your daily resistance. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about FTM, don't worry. This is your resistance at 3.841 on ANT, and after that, even if you stretch this TA here, you'll be touching back the 0.5 level of 3.248. All right. Before we move forward, I'm just gonna be having a look on Wu USDT, even though I don't trade this shit coins, but just want to give you the analysis. Previously I posted it here that the liquidity profile is untapped. It moved towards this point at around here. We have like 8% of a move coming back, again bouncing from this support and is still hovering here. It may break because we had our wicks earlier, so liquidity profile is still untapped. There's a high chance we can touch that in a higher time frame, but wait for the stabilization, because you can see internally you are pretty much making the lower lows here. So let it stabilize a bit, move sideways, then we'll be tapping this 2480 level. All right, so okay, so after Wu, just one more Kava USDT. Already explained that earlier. Just look at this beautiful bounce here. Kava was hovering at this point, and I gave you this analysis that 0.5 level in current minor support is pretty much adamant. It will be retested. It got retested earlier, I believe yesterday. Yes, it was a day before yesterday, and then retraced back, coming back down, and then look at this huge move. Even if you count from the 0.5 support, what is happening? Just look at this move here, more than 50%. That's amazing, man. I wish if I would have taken my own advice. But I don't trade these coins, so really not interested to long it. But yeah, pretty much perfect dollar values. So yes, gold POI is still valid, don't worry about that. Okay, let's talk about the FTM. What we got here? Already analyzed it for you guys. We had this support, breached it, retested it, breached it again, and then stabilizing above this point of 3634. The resistance is still untapped. We're gonna be moving towards that, but you need to make a break of structure, and break of structure is going to be internal at around 3698. Stabilize above this point, then you'll be all good to go above from this point to 3877. That's what's happening in FTM. Okay, if you're liking this video though, do make sure to like and share with your friends and let me know. Okay, MKR update. What are these coins, man? Okay, maker is already analyzed for you guys, right? No, already told you guys like a day before yesterday that it will gonna be tapping the early 600 levels, didn't I believe I did though. The range is still here. We are still in this range, this high, or if you wanna make it more in a rational sense, keep this high of 707. You are still ranging here. Need more data. Switching towards 3 hourly chart here. You can see here. Just do this BOS of 647, then move towards this point. So pretty clear setup though. Okay, all good. Why no face today? Because I already told you I'm pretty messed up in migraine, so that's why. You're gonna have to face my voice. Right. The second question, fill analysis, please, if possible. Guys, if you're literally taking advantage of this lives, तो एटलीस्ट इतना क्या करें कि वीडियो को जो है ना लाइक एंड शेयर कर दिया करें, क्योंकि आपको वन वे कॉल्स या इतनी बगैर मंजन वाली जो अपडेट्स हैं ना क्रिप्टो के हवाले से और कहीं मिलेंगी नहीं. तो एक जो है ना बनाने वाले के लिए काफ़ी एक बड़ा फेवर हो जाता है इन चीज़ों को लेकर. ऑलराइट. अच्छा, फिल जो है हायर टाइम फ्रेम में तो साइडवेज लग रहा है, लेकिन लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में बेरिश है. हम गोना टेक दिस लो एंड दिस हाई. ये अभी रेजिस्टेंस की तरफ मूव कर रहा है. ये इसकी रेजिस्टेंस ही है 4.529, बल्कि यहाँ से रिजेक्ट हो भी चुका ही है एग्जैक्टली. तो कमिंग बैक 4.431 पे आना है, थोड़ी सी लिक्विडिटी ग्रैब करके दैन ये वापस ऊपर जाएगा. ठीक है, NTF में. सलाम भाई, प्लीज़ एडवाइस फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म GRT एंड एलिस. व्हाट्स द प्राइस एस्टिमेशन इन बुल रन? प्राइस एस्टिमेशन इन बुल रन GRT के बारे में कह सकता हूँ, बट एलिस से मुझे इतनी कोई उम्मीद नहीं है. GRT आपको दे देगा लाइक पूरे बुल रन की अगर आप बात कर रहे हो, तो अगर आप सही टाइम पे उसको उठा रहे हो बिलो 0.06 0.07, तो वो आपको अक्टूबर 2025 तक की बात करी जाए तो 8x 10x दे सकता है. एलिस से मुझे कोई ऐसा उम्मीद नहीं है. मैं एलिस का जो है कभी फ़ैन नहीं रहा इतना, क्योंकि मेरे नज़दीक ये शेट कॉइन ही. आई डोंट थिंक दैट यू शुड बी इन्वेस्टिंग. कि क्या वो मामला होंगे यहाँ यहीं पे इसने ब्रेक ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर के एक्यूमुलेशन फेक दिखा के लोगों का स्टिल रग पुल किया, दैन ज़रा सा ऊपर लेके जाते हैं, फिर करंट सपोर्ट से भी नीचे ब्रीच वो करके चले जाते हैं. तो ये सारी कहानी प्रीवियसली देखता हुआ मैं इसमें आ ही रहा हूँ. सो आई रियली डोंट थिंक कि इसमें कोई इतना पोटेंशियल बचा है. 1.39 पे आप बाय कर रहे हो, ठीक है. इस जगह पे अगर आप यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं तो ठीक है, देखने में लगता है कि यार इंशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अगर वो यहाँ तक पहुँच जाए तो आपको 2000% या ये कितना 27x जो है आपको एक वो मिल रही है कहानी. 27x नहीं 20x आपको सीन मिल रहा है. लेकिन जाने के लिए फिर वो प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ क्या है, तो ये सिचुएशन है. पॉसिबिलिटी तो है बट प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है. तो पैसा इसमें डालना है जस्ट लाइक, ठीक है, आप यू कैन गो हैड विद दैट $100 or $200 $500, not more than that I believe. ठीक है. Abdul Manan is asking when crypto will ban Pakistan, then how it will trade in Pakistan, please guide if possible. I don't think crypto is going to ban in Pakistan. क्योंकि जो मैंने इस पे प्रीवियस एक वीडियो डाली हुई है कि क्रिप्टो करेंसी बैन की, उस पर वो देख लें, उस पर मैंने किन हकाइक पे बात करी है, तो मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि ये लोग करेंगे इसको बैन. इट्स अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस. और दूसरे स्टेक होल्डर जो हैं आपके एक्सचेंज पे, बाइनेंस पाकिस्तान से अभी कुछ दिन पहले बात हुई थी, एंड दे विल बी सेइंग कि भाई ऐसा अभी फ़िलहाल कुछ भी नहीं है, हम मॉनिटर करें, कुछ ऐसा होगा तो हम पहले ही आपको बता देंगे इन चीज़ों में क्या मामला हैं. बट सो फार सो गुड, कोई ऐसी चीज़ दिख नहीं रही है. ठीक है. सो इफ़ देयर इज़ एनी क्वेरी प्लीज़ डू लेट मी नो, और लेट्स कॉल इट अ डे. ऑलराइट. एंड डू लेट मी नो इफ़ देयर इज़ एनी स्टकअप ट्रेड को हवाले से अगर कोई सिचुएशन है या कोई किसी को टेंशन है, कोई स्ट्रेस है, तो आके बात कर लें. मैं अभी देखता हूँ अगर मैं गूगल मीट कर सका थोड़ी देर में, तो ये कि मैं गूगल मीट सब लोगों के लिए एक फ्री एक मैं वो कर लेता हूँ, वन ऑन वन बात करने के लिए. तो उस पर स्टकअप ट्रेड की भी डिस्कशन कर लेंगे, क्योंकि एट दी एंड जब मसले मसाइल होते हैं तो कितना भी बुरा कह लो, लोगों को अल्टीमेटली जो है ना आना फिर मेरे पास ही होता है. सो आई एम ऑल हेयर विद यू गाइस, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. एंड ये सारी इसकी सिचुएशन है, एंड दैट्स ऑल अबाउट इट. आई एम गोना बी सीइंग यू सून, एंड डोंट लेट द मार्केट सरप्राइज यू. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.